Something for you. The ducks. What, Bob? Oh, Bobette, what's going on? Breeze. Breeze. I want to give the chickens some snacks. Trixie, what you doing, girl? Hi, sweet Breeze. Well, there's Donna over that Breeze stop. What are you doing, girl? Where'd all the chickens go? I don't think they know that I've got goodies for them. Donna, here you go, girl. Oh, Trixie, honey, I didn't realize you were right there. I didn't mean to, bat you. Sorry, girl. This is for the chickens, not for you. Yeah, you don't get grain. There you go, Donna. Donna and Susie. Go for it, girls. Those are goodies. Look how pretty you are in the sun, Donna. Breeze, come here. There you go, honey. Leave it, Bowser. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. It's not for you. It's for the chickens. Thank you. Come over here, Bowser, and sit down. Now sit down. Sit down for me. You goofball. You too, Grace. Sit. Bowser! got 10 people watching and 1 thumbs up. Come on, guys. "22 people watching," it says, and only 1 thumbs up. Oh, 18. Come on. I'd like to get at least 10 thumbs up in this live. Oh, there's 2, so now I need 8. I got 4 thumbs up. I need 6. Here it is. Very good, Bowser. Good boy. Good boy. Hi, Ava. How are you? If you haven't done so, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you. I love my chickens too. I'm glad you're good. Bowser, what are you doing? Where are you from, Ava? I mean, like what country? You don't have to tell me specifically. Me too. It's early spring for me. We haven't even got to start planting yet. I live up in northern Wisconsin. You got chickens or anything? You do? Cool. What kind of chickens? Just a whole bunch of different ones like me? They're filthy. They've been dust bathing. They're really dirty. Hey, guys. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I haven't ever had a coon, but I've had a fox take a lot of them. Hi, Julie. Oh, yeah, I want to hear. I've got your thing so I can watch them this evening. I really want to know about Sojourner. Ava Julie lives in the States too, and she's got really tiny little bantam chickens like me too. When I went to Tractor Supply, they had a special on. It's just like, it's got mixed nuts and mealy worms and sunflower seeds and some peanuts and stuff in it for the chickens, and it was really inexpensive, so I picked some up. I thought they might enjoy that. I like to buy them mealy worms or black soldier fly larvae, especially when they're laying. Oh, you got babies in the brooder? All right, good for you, Ava. I am going to put some eggs underneath my broody ladies, but they're technically not for me. My friend wants some chicks. I don't need any this year. I bought a rabbit this year, and I'm going to have a goat pretty soon. They're really enjoying this. Here, guys, give you more. Oh, don't be mean to him. Do you know what kind of chicks you have, Ava, or are they just barnyard? Grace, that's enough. Ladies, you're so dirty. You get some. Don't be so shy. Hi, Donna. How are you? This right here, the big black one, the Cochin, that's my Donna. She's such a cool bird. Here, Donna. Oh, look, she's passing me by. I was going to try to feed her. Hi, you back there. What you doing, Donna? Oh, I know that always makes you bark. I bet that does hurt your ears. This is one of my new hens that I got her at the swap at the beginning of the month. They're little silky crosses. I've got 3 of them. They're all doing really well. They're fitting in well. Well, as long as they're healthy and they're chirping away, that's all that matters. Because I don't think I've ever seen an ugly chicken. Hester, why'd you do that? Well, hello there, girl. Hello. Donna. Well, come here, Donna. Well, you're stuck. What are you doing? This is one of the best parts of the day is just to sit down and enjoy my chicken scratching. Last week was an absurdly crazy week, so this is a refreshing Monday afternoon. Thank you, Ava. Come back. And if you are not subscribed, subscribe and leave a couple comments and I'll go back and I'll subscribe to your channel. Thank you. Hey, Uncle Bob, what you doing? Fancy. You're so gentle. Donna, you're not gentle. And Fancy, you're real gentle. I don't blame you. Waiting for... Is it warm there today? As soon as they're done eating out of my hand, I'll show you what I got done. I got yesterday, my project. Oh, and I hurt myself. You know those things you pound the fence posts in the ground with? Those metal things? I clocked myself in the head with one yesterday. I got a big knot, the side of my head swollen up. I need to learn to be more careful. I'm gonna hurt myself out here. Hi, Lou. How you doing? We are at 58 today. With what? A finger? Oh my gosh. Oh. Ow. No, I don't want to visualize that no more. Thank you. That poor guy. Yeah, it hurt. Lou, I'm glad you're doing good. They sewed him back on? Well, that's good. Look at how dirty they are from dusting. When I went to Tractor Supply, I don't know if you heard me, they had it's like some treat medley. It's got sunflower seeds and peanuts, and to me it looks more like something you might feed wild birds. But it was really cheap and it was a big bag, so I grabbed some to give them. I thought they might enjoy that. I like to give them mealyworms or black soldier fly larvae. That's been going around lately. I had a girl at work. She was like, why are my chickens, they all have pasty butt? And I told her, I said, I think it's because they've been locked up all winter and they're getting lots of fresh proteins and stuff. So it's just hard on their systems. This wasn't bad, this treat thing. It was a 15-pound bag for $9.99. That's why I grabbed it. I was like, man, 15 pounds of treats? That's enough treats for all summer. Unless I keep sitting here feeding them like I am now. See, Dawn got pasty, but that's pretty common with the bigger Colchins, so. Something I didn't think about telling you when you asked about the feather-footed ones. Hi, Whitey. Would you like some? Whitey, you're such a good rooster. You take it from my hand and give it to your ladies. Did you do good when you went hunting, Uncle Bob? Did you get your limit? That's the sweetest rooster. I adore him. I mean, I really kind of love that bird. I hope your guy is just as sweet as my Whitey is. Oh no. Oh, the Tom got smart and knew you were there, and then you sat on a bee. Okay, now that's a country song in itself. Are you okay though? Oh, this is so nice just to sit with my chickens. Last week was awful. Those new hens are doing really good. They just seem to fit right in. Yeah, last week was atrocious. I didn't do one live last week. I couldn't catch myself. I couldn't catch up with my own self last week. It was just one thing after the other. And then Bowser, I had to end up taking him to the vet. It cost me $600. He's got ear infections again. Last year, he was at the vet 7 times with ear infections. This time, my vet retired, so I reestablished with someone else. And I really like this clinic. My last vet always sedated Bowser. This vet, they sedated him because I told them that's what, Vicky always did. They don't want to sedate him anymore. They feel like he's been put out way too many times. So we're going to try without sedation. If he will allow us to, do what we got to do. I mean, he doesn't let me try to look in those ears when they're infected. But those guys really know how to handle the animals. So I have high hopes that maybe we can work through that and he can have hopefully maybe better experience and he won't want to lash out. I'm trying to, I don't know. I don't want him to sound like a bad dog, but when you have double ear infections all the time, you're not going to feel good and you're not going to want people sticking things down in there. So I understood why she knocked him out. But we're on a whole different type of regimen, so maybe we can conquer this right away. And one thing that was so expensive, they put him on a medication for a month. it works like an antihistamine in the body as far as, for allergens, but it doesn't work on the system like an antihistamine. Antihistamines raise your blood pressure, raise your heart rate, and they're not really good for dogs. So this one doesn't have any of those effects, and it should completely dry up the yeast infection in his ears. They even cleaned his ears when they had him knocked out. They put a bunch of solution in there and bubbled them all out. It was expensive and hard to swallow, but I love him and I got to take care of him. Okay, now I got to read. Yeah, both ears. That's true. Sometimes they are better for people they don't know. And those girls, they're trained on how to handle them and stuff. So I have high hopes that maybe they can do that. If not, I'm not opposed to knocking him out, because he did bite the vet tech at Dr. Vicky's. But this was the second to last time we saw her last year. And Bowser's the kind of dog you can't like walk up on him and bump him with your knees and stuff. He don't like that. He resource guards his body. And that girl, he had been knocked out, so he was drunk and loopy. She was pushing on him. And I looked at her and I said, Becky, don't do that again. He'll bite you. I said, let me go to the other side and by the time I said he had already bit her, because she did it one more time. He did not break the skin, but he let her know, don't do that to me. So, office staff definitely has to be safe. And my dog has to be safe. He's really well socialized and stuff, so hopefully they can handle him better. Because that shot to put them, to knock them out, it's $155. That's a lot of the vet visit right there. Yeah, I'm hoping I've got him on a probiotic, and then that medication. And I think I would like to put him on raw honey. I've heard that raw honey, local raw honey, really works wonders. Now the vet, she was like, well, I'm not really sure, but of course their job is to push their medications. Guys, this chicken feed is really, I need to quit playing with it. There's some people down the road. They got some chickens, and I had to stop and look at their chickens. I didn't know what they were. They're huge, and I mean like Donna big. And they're white they've got like tips. Their tails are like tipped with black and a little bit of black around their neck. I didn't know that those were light Brahmas. That's a nice looking flock of chickens they have. Yeah. Dogs have a job, and then, they take it seriously. Like with Bowser, Vicky would always have me leave because she told me that he was working when I was there, that it was harder to handle him. That made perfect sense to me. Now this new vet, I went in there and he was fine. I mean, he was really good. I keep saying I'm not going to get any more chickens, but you know what I keep looking at? Jubilee Orpingtons. I don't need any more chickens, though. Trixie, you okay? You all right, girl? Okay, Uncle Bob. I'm going to throw this to them, and then I'll show you what I did. I don't know if you watched it. Probably not. I don't blame you. Okay. Hopefully the darn thing won't. Breeze, would you like to go in, honey? You don't have to. I can't leave, Breeze, I can't leave the door open because the chickens are out. I'll come back and check on you in a minute. I tore down all my fence and I put the dog kennel in. Okay, I'm not going to go any further. But Bowser is always going over into that corner and barking at the neighbors. So I put a pallet there. I just built an L-shaped fence there. But it looks so much better. It's opened up. It doesn't look so blocky. My rhubarb's about ready to be able to pick some of it. Jasper. You silly cat. Barbecue sauce with rhubarb? Huh. Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to look that up. That's something else to do with it. So much with rhubarb is sweet stuff. I want to make a candy out of it. It ends up being almost kind of like a gummy by the time you're done making it. I want to try that. I bet that's good barbecue sauce. Did you find it just on Google? There's a jam I want to try. It's lemon rhubarb. I think it's a jam. I think it would be a nice soury. I think it'd be good. I think it would be more like a marmalade versus a jam. I do too. And the thrift stores. I'd like to find an old recipe book that, the old ladies have, or, the elders in the family have written in. I think that would be a good find at a thrift store one day. I think I'm going to try all my pots out there that I'm going to start my watermelon and squash and stuff. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that this week, which is 2.5 weeks early, but I have a bunch of reclaimed windows, just old windows, and I'm gonna put it over the top of the pots and kind of, I think they call it hot box, and see if that would work. I do have to be careful that in the morning I don't fry the plant with the everything I'm going to grow like that. But I'd like to try a couple of things just to see how well it may work. When I was working today at the greenhouse, my boss will not let me do anything in there for YouTube. It really kind of bums me out. She's like, no, Mila, don't do that. And every time she sees me with my phone, she watches me, so I can't get away with it. But when I was in the vegetable room today, some of the tomato plants are already flowering. Did you get your head stuck, Maybelline? Don't say it sucks. Look at that. It's just a big old random mess out there. It don't matter if you get one tomato. That was one tomato you didn't have yesterday. It's getting out there and working in the soil. It just makes you feel so much better. Stephanie had a good idea for me because I don't have land for my goats to forage on. I get grass, I don't mow the backyard anymore. I'd let them do that. But Steph told me, or suggested, she told me I should take some of those long tubs that I have over there and turn them up against the fence this way, and then just plant beans in there and let the goats just forage off the fence. I thought that was a good idea. I'll try it and see how it goes. Are you all right, Bowser? You look like you just wanted to fall over. How did you, that hay feeder that you made, Chick did a little short with Sarah on there. Did you make a box that's deep like that? And you just mounted it on the side of the cage that she kind of has to dig at? That was kind of interesting. When I lock my girls up, when they have babies up there, that'd be nice. Give them something to do. I'd imagine they do get bored. Madonna. Okay, now, like I explained, last week was awful. Bowser was just one thing that happened last week. Did you guys get your coaching? I haven't watched YouTube or anything. I guess I should back up and go look. I was kind of looking forward to seeing your coaching. Oh, Julie. All right, Julie. I'm going to watch that tonight. I saw that it had come out. Hey, Patel. No, she's not stuck in the fence. I thought she was too. Hello, Serena. Standard blues. Oh, good for you. Love you, Patel. I'm good, Serena. I hope you're really good. I hope Mike is all right. Oh, you're at the hospital. Oh, no. You got 4 chicks? All right. Good, Julie. Are you going to let the other ones go broody, or are you going to try to break them? Oh, you look just defeated. She's doing good. Now, I told everybody she should have a baby at the 1st of May, but she should have her baby at the 1st of June. And what's so idiotic of me is it's marked on the calendar, plain as day. I think I'm just really excited about it. Ooh, how many is she sitting on? Julie she could hear hers cheeping before they hatched out. Five. I'm going to get a dozen eggs for Stephanie to put underneath my ladies. I don't think I'll keep any of them. They're all supposed to go to Stephanie. When my ladies have them, I just leave it be. I'll go like maybe once a week and make sure that they're all right. Julie, those little birds are always broody, aren't they? My little ones constantly. I mean, I'm afraid they're going to starve themselves to death. I candled my duck eggs. Last year, I didn't candle anything. I just let it be. Sometimes I feel like I interfere with them too much. My ducks, I can't even tell you how many eggs they've got. I've got 2 ducks sitting on nests, and there's a lot of eggs in there. But I wished I kind of knew, though. But I'm just going to let it be a surprise. I'm hoping I get some ducklings. I bet if I go in there now, I bet there's 3 little hens sitting on eggs. I do that too with my Annie. I'll bring her food because, and water. I mean, she won't move. Huh? Hello. You got some eggs? I'll come get them later. Oh, egg in there. And then here's my Annie. My sweet Annie. I love you. Go back on there. I'll come get them later. Annie, your feathers are starting to come out. No, you stole an egg from me earlier. You stay out of my coop. How is your coop coming along, Uncle Bob? Or have you started it? About 31 days, Julie. And watch this. I've never had a hen act like this. This lady, she hisses at you. Get her. Hi. Oh, you're not going to do it now? She's like, nothing to see here. Move along, move along. The other one, she's got a good spot. A really good spot. She's down in there somewhere. Maybe I shouldn't show you that. Come on, Babo. Patel, what are you doing up in the middle of the night? Are you working? Bowser? Bowser, come here, honey. Don't bother the duck. Come here. Don't bother her. Oh, you got to dig a hill out? You're sleeping now? Okay, Patel. When I got that kennel, I got a big, to make a flat spot. Wow. Is your driveway like this? Patel, that's so early in the morning. I want to know what happened. Julie. Hey, Julie, are your artichokes coming up? Uncle Bob, yes. That's got to be rough in the wintertime. Oh, it's so nice today. No artichokes, huh? It's still pretty early, though. I was talking to my boss at the greenhouse about that. And she looked at me and she said, I have never, and I did explain to her after we got done with the conversation that you didn't live here. She thought you lived here. She was like, I've never known anybody to even get the plants to survive. Two new, the little gray and black and gray one, she's pretty skittish little thing. Run, run. So those two that my friend that I work with occasionally gave me were both roosters. I gave one away and I kept that guy. He's supposed to be a black copper Moran. I'm not sure though, but that's what he's supposed to be. If he stays a really sweet rooster like he is, he may be able to stay. Oh, shoot. That's too bad they moved away. You could go pick their brains for a little bit. Oh, Uncle Bob. My goat lady was here, Stephanie, and we were talking about that fencing. I'm not going to go over there because it'll disconnect. The fencing that I got to go on top of the pallets. She said to use it. She said she didn't think that the goats would even try to go over it. But she suggested, now I'm going to walk over here. See, I walked over there. What she said was to turn them this way so the 2x4s are up, take a drill holes in it, and then put those in there. I'm going to try it. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is that I got to take them down and put something else up there to keep them out of my garden. So I'm going to try it. I mean, what can it do? Waste a couple hours of time? And I have just enough of them to do this corner here, this little L here. No, he doesn't have the, are you talking about that rooster? The black copper Moran? No, he doesn't have feathered feet. I really don't know what he is. That's what I was told he is. Yep, that's the frostbitten one. He's doing really good. Yeah, I'm going to try it, Uncle Bob. 'Cause I think it'll look cool up there. Ah, Morans have feather feet? I did not know that. No, he doesn't have feathered feet. I have no idea what he is. Shoot, the girl that gave them to me, she said they were bantams. That is not a bantam. He's very tall. He looks so much better. He's super, super shy. Any guesses? I just say a barnyard. Oh, 50% to not be feathered? Huh. Interesting. Have you ever seen, and I'm sure you have, the salmon favorites? I really like those. They've got feathered feet. They've got a little different shape in their body. I used to have some. The fox got them. But they were a bird that I had that were supposed to lay a little heavier in the wintertime. That's why I was so interested in them. And you can sex them when they're hatched. The cockerels look so much different than the hens. Before they did the cochins. They're pretty nice looking birds. I always liked mine. They were very friendly too, like the cochins, really friendly. Oh, well, I think that's my cat with a mouse. Please don't bring it to me. And I'm so glad that the... No, I gotta go see what he's got. Bowser, leave it. Get. Well, good job, bud. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Good kitty. Look. Good kitty. All right. But just stay right there. I'll be right back. I'm going to throw the dead thing over the fence. Leave it. Good job, Jasper. You get extra canned food tonight. Yes, you do. Thank you, sir. Good boy. Extra canned food for you. Good boy. Oh, now you just plop down. I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'll be right back. Paige, do you want to come out, honey? No? All right. I'm back. Yep, he left it right there for me. He likes to leave his kills right there on the doorstep for me. So first thing in the morning, it's like, ooh, watch your step. That's a good cat. Sheep detective. Comedy, obviously. Maybelline. You're just standing there. You know you can't get your... Yeah, I was just thinking, I've never heard of that. Huh. I've been wanting to take my client to a movie. That might be something we could go see. No, Jasper isn't really young. He's like, when I adopted him, they said he was like 9 to 11 years old. And I've had him 3 years now. Yes, Donna? What, honey? You're such a sweet chicken. Yes, you are. I don't have any more treats, honey. You can just move along. Treat dispenser is empty. Jasper's always hunted. Ever since I got him. The first night I let him out, he brought me a mouse. He left it on the porch for me. And then I did something. I thought, oh, I'm going to be smart. I took the screen off of that window because that's where his cat food in the litter box is at. I took the screen off of there and I opened it about that far so he could come and go out of there. And he brought a snake in the house. Yeah, that window got shut and it's never been open since. That was a fiasco. Between Breeze barking, Trixie freaking out, me screaming, the broom flying, and Bowser looking at us like we were all nuts, and the cat mad because I took his snake. He's smart though. He brought me a robin that wasn't dead yet. It was just kind of stunned. And I scolded him for it, and I've never caught him hunting birds again. Come here, Bowser. Get your brain unstuck. Come here. Come. Yeah, snakes in the house and me, that's just not good. And what's weird, I like reptiles. I had a bearded dragon and geckos and stuff. But he was in my house. Oh, that's too bad. My Betty, she's always in those woods. Always out in those woods. I wonder what she's doing out there. Living a cat's best life, I guess. I'm glad that the tarp is there. I don't like you on my hay. Hey, is Trixie in the house? Is that where she's at? No. Surely she's in the yard. Yes, my chickens go after mice. And believe it or not, it's not my big chickens. It's my little tiny micro chickens. My little Polly that's in there on a nest, I've seen her go after mice and just be happy about it. And if there's one in the yard that the cats have killed or something, they'll eat it. She wants me to think that she's stuck there, but I know she's not. Julie, you've never seen your chickens? Because you used to have a whole bunch of chickens. You've never seen them get a mouse? Oh, see, he can't go over there anymore. All right, neighbors, thank you very much. Hey, Bowser, come here. Oh, thank you. You don't have to bark at the neighbors, bud. I appreciate it anytime I see a cat or a chicken with a mouse. Those little things, they're gross. They're cute little beings, but they're gross. What day am I going to start checking her ligaments? To see how far along she is? How long she's got? I'm not going to check ligaments. I'm just going to check an udder. And she's dropping one. What do you mean by ligaments? I know you're not stuck. You're going to try to act like you are? What are you doing? I think Uncle Bob knows about something I don't know about. Am I still going or is it off, guys? Ah, I'm gonna 12 to 24 hours. See, I always go by like the nipple. Here, don't fight me. There you go. There. I don't think you were stuck. You were just procrastinating about it, huh? Yay! What? I don't. Turn around. I want to show off your. She's getting a nice little udder on her. That's good. Her mother and her sister are some of Stephanie's best milkers. So I'm excited. I'm ready to have a baby, but I'm ready to milk. I'm ready to make some cheese. Stephanie did really well. She sold all of her goats the first week that she had them up for sale, and they're not even old enough to leave yet. She did good. She made about $500 off of her babies, and it won't this year, but you know, that's enough to take care of them all year. My goats are probably my cheapest livestock. So is that like the birth canal that I'm going to want to check? There's always something. I was a kid and my aunt used to do checking, and it was one of those things she just did. And that's probably what she was doing. Huh. So, place your thumb and fingers on either side of the tail head. Okay. It'll be hard. Huh. I'm going to start doing that. Just so maybe I can feel it and know when it's going to be closer. I am going to take Stephanie's baby monitor in case it's happening at night or something when I'm in bed. I don't want to miss it. But I don't want to be overly involved in it either. I want to let her do her thing. I only want to intervene if I have to. I'm going to try that. I'm going to start doing that. So I'll feel the difference, definitely, if I start now. Hey, Julie, have you seen anything from CGS Chicks? No, yeah, I don't want to intervene. Let her do it herself. I don't, if I have to, I want to. That's why I'm almost like I don't want it, I just want her to have it when I'm not around so my protectiveness doesn't kick in. I don't think it will. I've been around enough animals birthing and stuff. Just leave them be. This year, out of all of Stephanie's, she had one that didn't make it. That'll be hard. I hope all of mine make it and everybody's healthy. And to be honest with you, I hope it's just one. For my first time and her first time, let's just have one. Then I can keep it. If there's two, how am I going to keep two? Because I want to keep one of Nala's when she has one. But I won't breed her till next January. Okay, I need to go back and check on her too. Last week, Julia was the same way, and it was beyond busy and just, yeah, beyond busy. It's a really hard week. Oh, you can have all the love you want. You're a good kitty. No, she doesn't. Not for being this close. Bowser, could you come here? Come here. Let's get your brain unstuck. Come here. Come. Come here. You're just stuck. Hold on, let me get it. Come here. You're just stuck in bark. Put it. Come here, big guy. You weird dog. And let's hope it's a little girl. I can't have any bucks. And I wouldn't keep a buck if it was theirs anyway. I've thought about getting one, but it's a thought. Uncle Bob, was your book good when you went hunting? Or did your butt hurt too bad to be able to read? I don't understand, Bowser. Come over here. There's nothing over there. Oh, stop. It was slow getting started and you're trying to read it. Oh, Trixie. You're so cuddly. Just so cuddly. Julie, have you seen any? Well, Uncle Bob, you too, you'd be way up there. Have you guys seen any hummingbirds? I saw one, believe it or not, yesterday. My neighbor puts out feeders for them. I was happy to see that little thing. Just sitting here, and it goes. Last month you had hummers? Oh my gosh. Patel. Am I? I don't put the feeders out because I didn't feel I was responsible enough to keep them clean. And I didn't want to hurt the little hummingbirds. But I plant a lot of flowers and stuff, so they have plenty of food. We don't have any Orioles yet. The red-winged blackbirds are coming back. The robins have been back for a while. But I haven't seen not one Oriole yet. Lori, my client, she was asking about them this morning. She loves to put her jelly and stuff out for them. Yeah, Mother's Day is when they show up here. I was excited, and I mean, on Mother's Day, I saw one. I thought that was neat. I think my favorite, and I wait for them to come back, is the sandhill cranes. I adore those big, long legged, funky looking birds. I love to see them in the fields with their babies. They're not a songbird, they're just a big old bird. It's been amazing the amount of swans that I have seen in the last couple of years. I never saw them before. I shouldn't say never, but I would say few and very far between. And now it's amazing the population that I've been seeing. You've already got raspberries, Julie. Oh, you bought them at the store. I was going to say, man, you've already got raspberries? I don't even have the vines with leaves on them yet. The store that I sold my eggs when I brought my eggs in on Friday, he wanted 4 extra dozen this Friday, so that's a good thing. I like the blue buntings. I like to watch those. I didn't know of those, and when I moved here, I saw one. I called Brenda. I was like, Brenda, I've got a blue oriole in my, or a blue cardinal in my yard. She just kind of paused. She's like, what? I said, seriously, I took a picture of it. And she showed her husband, and he told her what it was. I noticed today on my walk that the wild strawberries are in bloom. On the tree line by where the camper is for the chickens, there are black raspberries back there. And I keep tending to that little spot back there in hopes that more will grow. When I first saw them, I was like, oh, awesome, wild raspberry bushes. And then, like, 2 days later, I was like, look at that, the berry turned black. And I was skeptical, but I ate it, and I was like, oh, I know exactly what that is. You can't buy them. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. You're done. The car's long gone. Come here. Come here. Good girl, Chips. Did you? Geez, I'll send you a pail. Will you pick some for me? I got really peaceful. No cars. No. And I miss those. I could grow them, but they don't grow wild. I miss those and pawpaws. Do you like currants? I was actually thinking of planting some of those currant bushes this year. I like to go to Stephanie's and sit down and eat them. I gotta fight the 5-year-old over them, though. A starter twig. So it'll live in your environment, huh? Your harsh, cold winters? Or is it something you put in a container and need to bring in? You had to pick them to earn money for school clothes. I used to pick blueberries and strawberries. Same reasons, to get clothes. Then when I got older, I just did it to have extra money. Do they? You're lucky. They're good eating. A pawpaw tree? Bowser, come here, honey. Come here, big guy. Oh, I hear it. Here comes a motorcycle. Yeah, gooseberries are good too. You're lucky. You got all the different berries. We have wild blueberries. But I didn't know that a fire has to happen for the wild blueberries to start producing. I didn't know that. Stephanie taught me that a couple years ago. There's lots of wild blackberries, raspberries. There's probably a whole lot of edible food around that I have no knowledge of. Very acidic for blueberries. I got blueberries over there. They were really doing good. And then Maybelline got in my garden last year and munched them all down. This year, they're looking much better. And no one can get in my garden this year. Except for me. Rose hips. I don't know what that is. Stephanie and Luke and Leo, which is their child, the other day they were out getting wild rams, which is like an onion. Hello, Raj. Hello, what you doing? Rose hips. I don't know what that is. You can eat those? Like those big green nodules that come on? That's interesting. I'd like to go get some wild okra, which this will trip out Julie. Wild okra is milkweed when it's first developing. And it's awesome to eat. It's so good. You don't like that? Fry it. I like it best fried. I will eat it if it's in soups and stuff, but I'm not I'm not as happy with it if it's not fried. Bowser, come. Come here. Thank you for settling down. If it's in a stew or a soup or something, it is mushy and slimy, but not if it's fried. Stop it. Hey, Bowser, if you don't click your brain out of it, I'm going to put you in the house. You're just barking to bark. That's enough. Thank you very much. Yeah, I can see your messages. It's been a good day. A good day. I got to sit down and watch my chickens for a little while. Oh, Raj, I may be on the phone that you sent messages to. It's okay. My head is a little sore. I need to be more careful. Yeah, it did hurt. It still hurts. I'm waiting for a good rainy day, Julie, so I can sleep. Right now, I'm too excited about trying to get things going that it seems like my light bulb doesn't want to shut off at all. It's okay if you laughed. Thank you, Raj. I think it turned out really nice too. It's nice to be able to see my garden. when I moved here, that pallet fence that was there, that was the original dog fence. And I just keep expanding it. Yeah. It hurt, Raj. Oh, it's quiet. No cars. I know. I hope it made a lot of people laugh. Uncle, are you still going to do a colony style for your rabbits? Hi, Donna. Did everybody have a good weekend? I know I did yesterday. A hybrid system, though. My friend Stephanie, they have a box. They had a spot in their yard that they were trying to make a pond for ducks. And then they decided to go a different route. So they had this big hole there and they made an in-ground box for their rabbit to go into. And they had babies born about 4 weeks ago, and there's like 14 babies in that litter. And the box can't hardly hold them all. But that's such a neat system to have that because year round, same good temperature. But they keep their doe on that side, and then they keep their buck on the other. But it's really a nice little system that they've got. The only downfall I see to it, which I think is an important thing, it's hard for them to check on their litters, because they've got to lift that box up, and it causes the rabbits to really panic. And I mean, I would too if I was living underground and here comes the top off of my house. But they really panic and they're afraid they're going to get hurt because they just scurry and there's only one way in. I had a ham sandwich earlier, Raj. Yeah, theirs is a wood box with a wooden lid that they just lift off. Luke made it. It is nice though. They've never had any issues with it getting wet or anything. I was afraid of that, like in the winter, the thaw out. I was afraid that thaw out would kind of flood that box, and it didn't. So that's a good thing. I saw a lady, you know how a chicken coop has the nesting boxes? It was kind of like that. and those nesting boxes for the rabbits, but she just lifted up the back and looked in there. What time is it, Raj? It's got to be really early. Where's the dog's kennel? Can you see it? It's dark. Okay, I'm gonna get up. What I did with it, Raj, instead of making it a kennel, I used it over here. I'm gonna put you in the house. Stop. Nope, nobody can get in there now. Thank goodness. That's why Maybelline spent a lot of last summer over at Stephanie's, was because she got into my garden and was eating stuff. And I even had that elevated to keep her out of there. Val, I'm gonna put you in the house if you don't quit barking. You're just barking. Be quiet. Go back to the same place. I'm going. Thanks. It looks much better, and it's my food will be safe now. Huh, Littles? You're so cute. You can get up here. It'll be nice to come out and be able to see my flowers and everything first thing in the morning. And that'll keep everybody safe. I've got 2 areas of fencing that I need to fix. And then Bowser can just stay in out here. I'm going to work really hard on training him to be out here. So when I go on vacation, Will won't have to worry about it so much. Lou came back to see you. Yes, he is. He's a good rooster. a very little rooster compared to yours. It's been really nice to sit here today and enjoy my chickens after last week. This is a good reward. Whitey is probably 5 years old. 4 or 5 years old. No, I'll do chores later on. The chickens, I fed them a lot of treat stuff, so they're all right. And the goats and the rabbits, I haven't really been doing them till about dark, which is about 8:30. What are you doing, Rooster? Pecking on the side of the house? Raj, if I'm not mistaken, she's from the States. Now, he came to my live the other day, and I wrote his down. I want to go check on his channel, too. Apparently, he said he had a lot of silkies. Oh, you're in Florida? It's been nice and warm all year for you, huh? You've got all silkies? Oh. You're very lucky. The silkies are hard for me to resist. Hello. This is kind of sad. It's over there all by him lonesome. Raj, I rehomed him. And I should have sent that one too. Well, I couldn't decide. I gave them to someone that it's not hard to bring this one to. I couldn't decide if it was a rooster or not a rooster. And the reason that I say that is I get an egg that is way too big, I think, for one of the silkies that I got. And it is a darker tan egg with chocolate speckles all over it. And I thought that was a hen, but it's clearly developing saddle feathers and spurs, so it's a rooster. So I don't actually know where that egg is coming from. It's got to be one of the new ladies. But I would have never thought that they would lay an egg. They're silky crosses. I would have never thought they'd lay an egg that's bigger than an Orpington egg. Good night, Julie. I'll talk to you later, all right? And I'm going to watch your Sojourner tonight. Sleep well. Trixie. Look at my Pomeranian. You're filthy, Trixie. Good night, Julie. Hi, Ivy. Yes, she is. She's a mess. I'm going to have to brush her. He's really a sweet little rooster. I hope he stays that way. Yeah, that she is. Okay, I'm going to leave this here, but I'm going to go get the chickens some food and put it in there because the Bree ladies just came out and I want to make sure that they get some food. So I'll be right back. Okay. Those birdie ones didn't get any treats or anything, so. Oh, I gotta go back and read. Thank you, Lou. I think Whitey's cute too. We have about the same thing. I don't have quail. I got goats. Who say, hey, I see that you've got that feed bucket. Yeah. They're better. They're better. That's what I can say. They look better. They're not feverish and there's not blood coming out of them. So they're better. Lou, do you have a hobby farm or do you have a working homestead? I think quail would be much easier. The goats are mischievous into everything they don't belong in. Just a hobby farm. My place is a working homestead, but they're my pets. I talked to a lady yesterday at the greenhouse, and she has a hobby farm. And on her hobby farm, she has miniature donkeys. I told her I could so have a miniature donkey. A miniature horse. I just don't have enough room for that. All right, check on it. Tell me how it's doing. Raj, is it really hot this morning? I know it, Bella. buzzer. I know it. What are we gonna do about it? What was Rabbits are good to go. All I gotta do is grain the goats. And I won't do that till much later. So we'll go ahead and let's see. Before I do that, that's enough. Well, now they're kind of whining because they want their food, so I'm going to get it for them. Getcha. You want to help me get the goats, please? You want to help me? They're happy. They're like, hey, lady, we see you. You've got our grain. Well, the goats, I've got them on this. This is an alfalfa probiotic mixture. Some other people I know have got their goats on it, and their goats are doing really good. I'm really doing it because I have one that's getting ready to have a baby, and it'll give her extra things that she needs that her body may be having a hard time either finding and or just helping produce. And I've switched them over to much better grain. They're not on sweet grain anymore. So I'm gonna go feed my goaters. Do you want to go in with me, Bill? Little ladies. Hey. No. I need a sleeve of hay for the barn. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this because it's gonna freeze. You wanna come with me, Bowser? You have your own. Leave mine all alone. All right, Bella, you coming? Or would you just want to stay out here with him? Huh? All right, now my chores are done really early. That's okay, I got dishes to wash. Let's see. I gotta go back and read. Good day, Ramaswamy. Okay. No, I do not. Why would you wash them? Explain why they were washing it. Hi, Pava. Good morning. Why? I want you to explain that because now I want to know why somebody would actually wash that. Oh, no. I mean, I've never even thought about that because I've never put any thought into that. And I don't know if that would necessarily be needed because everybody that has rabbits that I've ever seen just takes it straight from the pen or the run and puts it on their plants. I even use it on in my house plants. Yeah, I do think that that's kind of a waste of time. And to be honest with you, my rabbits poo in one corner. They don't pee in that corner, they poo in that corner. I wish there was a way you could send me that link because I've just got to watch it now to laugh at these people. I'm sorry, that's rude. That's interesting. Everybody has their points of view and why they feel that that's valid. That person has a very valid reason why they feel like that. You drinking all the goat's water? Tomorrow I have a very short day at work, and I don't work the greenhouse. But I have a feeling I'm going to get a call in the morning and say, "You are supposed to work today." I told her, I said, "I think I'm supposed to work." And she said, "No, you're not supposed to. Stacy's supposed to." And I said, "I think I'm supposed to work tomorrow." So we'll see. Would you like to come out, baby? I'll leave you in there, Doctor. I don't care. The more time you spend in there, the better. You need to bond with those goats. Yeah, the rabbits are easy to litter box train. I'm gonna clean my rabbit runs this week. And what I'm gonna do is my tubs of dirt, I'm gonna empty them about 3/4 of the way. Now, mind you, at the bottom of those tubs, it's all logs. But I'm gonna empty it about 3/4 of the way, and then I'm gonna take hay and bedding and poo and all the stuff straight from the rabbit yard straight into my garden and just mix it up in there, and then I'll do planting. And one thing that I am sure about rabbit poo, I don't think you can ever use too much of it, which with cow manure and stuff you can use too much. That's not a bad idea. My friend Brenda had worms for her chickens and stuff. Her husband used them for fishing. She used them for the rabbits or for the chickens, and ate her bearded dragon too. I don't think Nala's gonna grow anymore. She's starting to get her little beard, and I don't think she's gonna grow anymore. I'm gonna have to find a pygmy to to breed her with. Yeah, they get little beards. Out of all of Stephanie's goats, I think Nala's mom is her prettiest goat. And I don't know why, because she's just looks a lot like Nala. I've always thought that though. I think it's more the disposition of the animal more than the way they look. Yeah, these little things. Shoot, I bet Nala might weigh 40 pounds. Yeah, she is cute. She's really sweet, too. I hope everything's okay with Serena and Mike. Yeah, she is. Nala's pure Nigerian. So he's back home now. That's good. They have to wait for reports. Stephanie got Nala's mother at the first swap meet she had ever been to in her life. She had a lot of fun that day. Stephanie's from France, so that was a really neat experience for her. He's back before 30 minutes. Hmm. That's that's I hope so. She just seems like she's stuck. She really does. I mean, she just her mom's a little bit taller, a little bit longer, and a whole lot thicker, definitely, than she is. She's a year. Let's see, she would be 14 months, 15, 16. She's 17 months old. I was watching someone that has the pygmies, and they are a little difficult to milk, but they actually, that lady, I was impressed with what she was getting as far as quantity from her pygmies. And they're easier to handle too. Nala's a dream compared to, yeah, she's 17 months old now. I haven't bred her because she's so small. I want her to either finish growing or realize that that's as big as she's going to get, because I don't want to breed her with too big of a buck that could cause complications during delivery. 2 to 4, that's what Steph keeps telling me. She's like, just wait. And Stephanie did not breed Nala's mother till she was well over 2 years old. Now, Maybelline is half Nigerian, half fainter. And when she was a baby, she did faint. Nala's mom, the baby she had this year, is so cute. You know how a black donkey looks and they're kind of silvery? That's what she looks like, man. That baby's so cute. That's about what Maybelline is. That's why I went ahead and bred Maybelline. And you know, if she doesn't grow, she'll be a good nanny goat. You know, I may not breed her just because I don't want to risk complications. We'll see. It's just a patient. You got to be patient and wait. Yeah, with big blue eyes. That baby's so cute. Yeah, she's got a Nigerian. Well, he's half Nigerian, half fainter. And he's about the size of Maybelline. He's a good looking buck. And he's got a really good disposition. I happen to like Jim a lot. He's not so bad. He's easy to work with. He doesn't ram into things, or he's a pretty decent buck. Now, I bred Maybelline with Jim. Jim is not Maybelline's father. I don't want a line breed. I don't like that. She brought in another buck that is the father of Maybelline and Nala. And he was little. He was really little. That's why I'm skeptical on Nala getting much bigger. When I was a kid and growing up with my aunt, that was the fainting goats were something we would not have on our farm. As far as she was concerned, you know, I'm old enough to remember prior to there being all these mini horses and mini donkeys, the women in my family sitting around having discussions about how useless and careless people were being by breeding those animals, because they require, you know, they're not the healthiest of animals and they're not really good for much, just to look pretty in a yard. But the fainting goats, the same thing. People started breeding them because they thought it was funny to watch them faint. It is kind of funny though. Your cousin does AI? What are those little birds doing on the roof? Look. What are they doing, Bowser? That's not a good place for a nest. agree. What was that noise, Bowser? Ah, I gotcha. Artificially. They do that around here with a lot of the cows. I don't. What is that noise? Hold on. That was weird. It sounded like a dog howling in pain. That was weird. I'd imagine for that you've got to pay a lot of money. Yeah, Raj, it won't get dark till about 8:45. I wanted to do one this week, but there's a burn ban on. I can't burn right now. We need some rain. Hi, sup, Barry? Sabu. Okay, Sabu. She's looking like she's got a little basketball in there. Bowser, I'm with you. I hear it. It's a funky sound. Oh, wow. I got 13 likes. That's one of the higher numbers. I think that's the highest number I've ever gotten. That's nice. Ah, it says 13 on my side. It says 14 on yours. Cool. I am definitely ready for dinner. I think I'm going to have eggs. Eggs and toast. She will have her babies around the 1st of June, Serena. Oh, I've done 3 hours already? I was just going to ask that, Raj. So it's not just me that has trouble. I bet they are. I bet your house is a lot of fun right now watching them. That's what I'm ready to do. Go eat dinner. Shoot, you don't want those kittens outside. Or yet, shoot, none of them are fixed. I was so scared when Betty wasn't fixed about letting her out and stuff. I was glad to get Betty fixed, and it was so reasonable to do that. They should make it like that everywhere. It shouldn't cost a fortune to get your animals fixed. Yeah, Raj, I'm done. I'm ready to eat dinner. It means that they're going to make it to where she can't have babies. Carry my phone inside. Well, I'm about ready to close this off, and then because I need to wash some dishes so I can make dinner. When I've been on 3 hours, I will close it off. It's 2 hours and 51 minutes and 28 seconds. I did eat dinner outside yesterday. It was nice. It was my first dinner outside of 2026. Yeah, I gotta wash dishes, Raj. You know what that is, Bowser? That is a, listen, that's a cow, and I bet she's having a baby. That's exactly what that is. You'll go live and then I can watch you? Okay. I had fun doing this one today. It was nice to be out here. I actually got a 3-hour break in the sun, so I'm not complaining at all. My mood's a little better. I don't feel like beating everybody up. When I do a post, is it okay to set a goal on that post? Because I believe I'm at 380 subscribers, and I'd like to get to 500 by the end of May. Can I post something like that? Like, help me get to 500? Nope. Okay. Hi, Jasper. How you doing, big guy? Oh, yes, I can? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. I think I'm going to make it really simple. And I mean that. I think I'm going to make it real simple. Okay, I will. Oh, oh, Jasper, be careful. Quit whipping me with your tail. You're beating me up with your tail, kitty. Oh, 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 don't grip onto me with those nails. Well, come here, bud. Okay, let me read that. Yesterday I used 123. Wow. Jeez. It's a lot. How much did you watch? I bet you were. You were like, really? 5 people's lives. Oh my gosh. Bowser, come here, bud. Me sometimes. I think you're fibbing there. I think you've given me most of my like 1,300 watch hours. Patel. Okay, let me grab this stuff. All right. I'm done. I'm tired. I want to eat. So I'm going to end my live and I will chat with you on yours in a little bit. But I'm going to eat. Okay? Good night, everybody. Thank you for supporting me. And I will get back in the swing and be supporting everybody as of this evening. Thank you. Be safe. Stay kind.